What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. I just uploaded and it's already out of context, okay? And don't mind the Yankees hat, guys. Don't worry, I'm not a Yankees fan. I just like the hat. Let's go Blue Jays, first in the division. I've been watching every game. I just like the hat. My girlfriend bought it for me. I'm wearing the hat. Let's get over that. I get lots of comments about that. So, the Leafs made a trade. The Maple Leafs traded Ryan Reaves. And man, I was literally like, okay, posted the video, I can relax. No, we're gonna make another video here. So if you're new here, like and subscribe. But like I said, the Maple Leafs have traded Ryan Reaves and acquired defenseman Henry Thrun. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. It could be Thurn, but I believe it's Henry Thrun from the San Jose Sharks. So Henry Thrun from the San Jose Sharks to your Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for Ryan Reaves. Now, we're going to look into this a little bit. First, I want to look into Ryan Reaves, okay? So, Revo, it was on the third year of his 3-year deal. He's obviously a fighter. He's a guy that barely plays. And if you look at his career as a Maple Leaf, in 2 seasons, he barely played 1 full season. Didn't really put up very many points. Had a bunch of penalty minutes. The guy is a tough guy. He fights. That's his job. And the San Jose Sharks are a young team. They've got a lot of young guys on that team right now. They're a team that's looking for some veteran leadership, probably a guy that's going to be really good in the room. And that's what Ryan Reaves is going to be. Those kids are going to learn how to be a pro, how to have fun, how to stay loose, but also have a guy that's going to be able to protect them on the ice. So in terms of what the San Jose Sharks are getting, they're just getting a veteran forward that can, beat up people for them if need be, which I would expect that's what he's going to be doing a lot of. Now, let's move on to what the Maple Leafs acquire here. And to be completely honest with you, when I saw that the Leafs traded for Henry Thrun, I was like, okay, so what did we give up? Future considerations, maybe a mid to late pick. Maybe it's a David Kampf. Maybe it's a Kalle Järnkrok. Maybe we just, wanted a bit of a cap dump. We tried to save some money. And I saw Ryan Reaves, and I was like, okay, so we got a young defenseman that, mind you, I haven't heard a ton about, and that's why I did a little bit of research. I read some tweets. I looked on his Puckpedia page. I looked on his NHL page. He's a young defenseman, 24 years old. Left shot defenseman, 6'2", 190 pounds. I know he fights a little bit. A $1 million cap hit, so the Leafs are saving a little bit of money here. But he's in his second year of his contract, but he will be a restricted free agent. So the Leafs have control. They traded Ryan Reaves, a tough guy that was barely playing, was going to be sent down to the Marlies again. My guess is this was Brad Treliving going, look, man, you're not going to play for us again this year. I'm going to get you to a team that's probably going to have you playing every night, protecting the guys, in and out of the press box, but potentially playing every night. San Jose is still, a team that's growing. But this is a guy, like I said, Ryan Reaves will be in and out of that locker room trying to help out those young guys. But the Maple Leafs were able to get a 24-year-old, left shot young defenseman that they can utilize up and down between the Marlies and the Maple Leafs. Now, what I find interesting, 12 points in 58 games isn't the worst. 11 and 51 the year before. But something that I was confused about was when I searched up his name and I looked at some of his numbers and his stats, whatever, a lot of people were like, this guy is not very good. He's a great skater, but he had a rough year. Then I saw this tweet, and this intrigued me a little bit. So this comes from Ryan M.A. Scouting, could be Ryan Ma. Henry Thrun, acquired by Leafs Forever, is a young left-handed shot defenseman who struggled on a bad team. He was forced to play big minutes in the 23-24 season, so the previous season, for San Jose. He looked better offensively and defensively this season in a more sheltered role. I expect the possession numbers to vastly improve on a better team. So you're not seeing a lot of red here. You're not seeing a ton of greatness either. But the biggest thing is that he was forced to play big minutes in 23-24 for the Sharks. Now, this happens on bad teams, and this is inevitable whenever you see, a new young defenseman on bad teams. It's like you force the kid into a role and go, hey, you're the savior now, even if he's not. Like, when was he picked? I want to see like when he was even drafted. Fourth round pick, a pick 101 in 2019. So he got into the NHL in the 22-23 season. So he had a couple seasons to get ready. But the thing is when you're on a bad team and they go, oh, this kid's like 20, 21 years old. Let's throw him in the deep end. Let's give him 15 minutes a night. I don't even know how much ice he was. I could also check that as well, how much time on ice. Yeah, they don't really show the time on ice correctly here. I wanted to know his average time on ice, but it's not really showing it. But my guess is he played, obviously, like it's saying, he played way too much. It looks like he was definitely playing at least 15 minutes of even strength time. So he was getting a lot of ice time. And when you play that much and you're on a bad team, obviously you're going to take all the crap, okay? So maybe sheltered minutes on the third pairing with the Maple Leafs, this guy could be really good. And I apologize because I'm kind of doing this on the fly. I'm learning with you guys as well. But when I see something like that, and I'll pull it up again, but when I see something like that, forced to play big minutes, but he's looked better this year, that usually means, excuse me, I'm still doing it with this cough. That usually means that he probably will be better if he's given an opportunity to play in his actual role. Now, I'm going to pull up Puckpedia here again because we were on this earlier. As you can see, there's a little bit of a logjam here on defense. Not really, but there kind of is, and I'll explain. Philippe Myers as well. So you've got Henry Thrun, Philippe Myers, and Simon Benoit effectively battling for that last spot. Excuse me, it's Benoit's spot to lose, but I think that Thrun and Myers are basically backups for that third pairing. And it's always good to have healthy competition. When you go into training camp and you have guys like Thrun, you have guys like Myers that are going to be like, hey, I've got something to prove here. Thrun is on the last year of his deal. He's a restricted free agent. He's obviously going to want to raise from that $1 million. So I'm going to go into camp and I'm going to try to win a spot or at least be an extra. And that's the spot that Philippe Myers also wants. He wants to be a guy that can be an extra as well. So again, I think that this was a wicked trade for the Maple Leafs. And why I say that is just because you're trading away a guy that you're not going to use for a guy that you could potentially use. It's always good to have more defensemen. It's always good to have depth. And I'm super excited for the fact that the Maple Leafs are getting another young piece that, who knows, maybe he turns into something. Stranger things have happened. He was on a bad team. He didn't have a great opportunity there to play where he was supposed to be playing, and that's probably the third pairing. Sheltered minutes. Let's see what he does. Do you guys agree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here, like this video and subscribe. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video or stream. Henry Thrun, new member of the Maple Leafs. Peace.